KWTN 100.9 FM. Welcome to Winnebago Talks. We had a slight delay there, but nonetheless, we are on the air here. Episode 34. Welcome, everybody. Those that will be joining us here throughout today's Tuesday episode. It is November, and November month, there's a lot of events going on, so we're going to get right into it, folks. First, I'd like to have our guests, or not guests, I should say co-hosts, give us their introduction, and momentarily we are going to get you guys on the line, ladies. So we'll start with Bethany because you're up.
Hello. Hi, Napi. This is Bethany, the Winnebago Communications Office Manager, and I was telling Garan yesterday that I'll be talking about my birthday endlessly.
Hey, Bethany, it's good to see you back. You know, you were... I don't know. Is there anything that we can do? Like, I know that you went through it and stuff like that, and we had your people kind of make sure that they send the well wishes, speedy recovery, all that stuff. You know what I mean? But
yes,
it
I
happens.
appreciate it.
Yeah, the dry air and everything. So make sure if you have an opportunity to, I don't know, like how did it go? I
would say even if you don't think that something needs to be wiped down, wipe it down.
Yeah.
Wash your hands, no matter what you touch. But if you're around little ones, you just gotta, because the little ones will come right up to you and they'll just get in your face and they'll just sneeze and cough and spit all over your face.
And I know that RSV or something like that is going around for the little ones.
Yes, that's a scary thing, but just want to be cautious. Don't be kissing the babies. Be mindful
when they're sick. Yeah,
yes.
For sure. All right, and we also have.
Good morning, everyone. I had a good words, but I just got lost in the words over here. Good morning, I'm Tyler Snake, the Winnebago Indie News Office Circulation Manager. It's good to have you back, Bethany. Here at the office, we say, gotta be proactive, not reactive. So I'm gonna get us those immune shots, you know, those little, you just take them in the morning and it's just full of vitamin C and all that.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
For sure.
You need it.
All right, so we always kind of start out with some breaking news. Winnebago will be having a Honoring the Veterans powwow to be held this Saturday, folks. Mark your calendars at the Black Hawk Community Center Gymnasium. We'll have the Winnebago Services Officer Gordon Rave coming up to discuss, but wanted to make sure you folks have the save the date. We posted on the Tribe's Facebook page as well as some of the other things. I think there's a graphic down at the LED screen, but tell you folks, come on down, man. We're gonna have a good time for the Saturday, and the principals, head man, head lady, all that new breed's gonna be host drum, singing some service songs and everything. So it's gonna look like to be a good time. Now let's let the listeners know what we're gonna talk about today. Today is Get Out the Native Vote here across the lands. There's a lot of voting happening throughout the land here, throughout the nation. Midterm elections. Everybody's kind of known for the presidential elections, you know, Choco Biden, whatnot, you know, but we wanted to make sure that there's Senate seats that are up.
Yep.
Even down to like school board members and stuff. So, you know, good luck to all the candidates. We here, we're not going to endorse a certain candidate or anything like that, but we're going to encourage you to get out the native vote. You know what I mean? Traditionally,
make it count.
Yeah, for sure. We also have Gordon Rave, the service officer, will be up here. Angel DeCordo will be in the house, and the answer is you missed a good one last time.
I was watching.
Oh, what happened? I forgot if I won.
You guys tied. Remember, I was asking Michelle and
after the tiebreaker.
Yeah, and I was like, hey man, can you know what I mean? But anyways, so it was a wash. It was a draw. You know, I was watching boxing last night, and one of those fights went to a draw, and you're just kind of let down. You know what I mean? Just like, oh man, they went 12
So that's
rounds.
how everybody felt.
Yeah, they went 5 rounds there, and at the end, it was a draw. It was a wash. So
you know, a new boxer likes Patty. I don't know, he's up and coming, but he's pretty wicked.
Yeah? Nice. So I got some good questions here today.
Okay.
So we're going to make sure we get to that. All right. We're going to get right into our first guest because this guest has to get back here. So stay with us.
No, should I say him later?
No, stay with us.
Oh, okay.
Okay, come on up if you can. And we'd like to introduce our first guest here to those that are listening on the KWTN 100.9 FM. Allen, Nebraska, the official radio station of the Winnebago Tribe. And I know this person has to get back, but I'll give her a chance to give us her introduction, if you would.
Can you hear me?
Go ahead and put that mic right there.
Right here?
Yeah.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. My name is Melanie Parker. I'm an employee of Ho-Chunk Inc. But today I am working at the voting poll. Mm-hmm. Today is midterm election day, and we invite anybody that in the area to come to the fire hall in Winnebago to vote. When you come down, you don't need to have your ID, but it's best to always be prepared because we may need to verify your address depending on what our roster says.
Yeah.
But we have workers down there to help, answer any questions. If you're not sure if you're on the voting list, come down anyway and check. Mm-hmm. If you're not sure you're registered, just come down and check anyway. Yeah. We won't be able to register anybody, but anybody can vote for the next election. If anybody wants to vote for the next election, which is in 2 years, I suggest registering now to make sure you're registered to vote by then.
Right.
One of the things that for midterm elections, it's a lot of state offices. I don't think anything federal, and like a lot of like district officials, county sheriff, things like that.
Okay. So once again, if you folks have any questions, you're going to be down there working the polls, right?
Me and there's a handful of others in the community that are working the voting poll. We're, like I said, I don't know if I said it before, but we're there till 8 o'clock tonight.
Okay, awesome. Traditionally, we don't go out and vote. I don't. It's just that when we want to encourage and make awareness. In fact, we had an event on Saturday. We teamed up with Great Plains Action Society, and our little relative Alex Walker came, and we had some other individuals come, and I know Michelle Lemire, she came, and she kind of told about the exercise to get out the vote, you know what I mean? So any words of encouragement or kind of like what voting means, why it's so important?
Well, I think in my opinion, it's important to, vote. Because, we have an influence, no matter what people think, you hear a lot of people say, oh, my vote doesn't count, it doesn't matter to me. But it does, once we make sure our voice is heard and we need to be the people of the big voice in Thurston County and cast our votes.
There you go.
And I used to be that person when I was younger, but just educating myself on, the need to vote in these elections, it's important.
Right. And next year is going to be an important election as well. So if you're not registered to vote, that's an important point because presidential election is going to happen. Biden's term is going to be up, and Republicans are going to come with their best, and Democrats are going to come with their best, and the independents, is that what they're called? They're called independents, right?
Yeah. I forget. I got to educate myself on how many parties we have. So.
Right. I just remember the last really person that had a chance to be an independent. Wasn't it Ross Perot? Remember?
Yeah, it was him. Yeah. I do remember that.
That was crazy, man, back in the days and stuff. We talk about back in the days a lot. We should have our own segment called Back in the Days.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. So, polls open fire, the Winnebago Fire Department Hall.
Yeah.
Right there. Yes. You come in, and they'll take care of you and make sure that you cast your vote, no matter where you're at. We have some listeners from as far south and far north and from the 4 directions and stuff. So go out there, wherever your polling place is, get your education, and cast your vote.
Yeah. One thing I forgot to mention that we have the physical ballots, and Thurston County now has the option to do an electronic ballot. I think it's faster. I've voted that way myself, and it's better than filling in that little circle. It's easier for me anyway.
So what is that? Like you just have an iPad or something?
No, it's an actual like a mobile kiosk.
Oh, okay, like a computer.
Yeah, and they tell you which ballot you have because everybody doesn't have the same ballot to vote on. Okay. So once you stick the blank ticket in there, it populates the different numbers of ballots, and you pick the one that identifies with your name. Yeah. And then it takes you through some directions. It's really easy. We can definitely guide anybody through that process.
Right.
So, I'm just trying to put that out there and encourage electronic voting because I think it's easier.
Cool. Awesome. All right. Anything else you want to mention or shout outs or anything?
No, I just want to make sure everybody is knowledgeable of the fact that today is voting day. Yeah. Educate yourself if you're not aware of it today. There's different things on the ballot. So I would encourage everybody to, do some research online about what might be on your ballot. I really can't say what we might have, but, I just want as many people out there to come out and vote.
Here's the thing. For our non-native listeners, you want Winnebagos to come out and vote, you have to set up, bring in some corn soup or some fry bread, right? No,
I know. You know what? I was thinking about that. I was like, maybe we should give out some free bags of chips or something. I don't know.
Those candidates, because we do it for council. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody sets up their tent. You come down, you ask council some questions and stuff. So next year, the Big Voice is extending an invitation for Choco Biden or whoever is going to be running Trump. If he wants to run and stuff like that, come down and say, hey.
If they want the native turnout, they need to offer some food.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
I know she has to get back down there, and appreciate her doing that. Do we want to make mention of anything else as far as get out the vote? I know we had a graphic and stuff. Shout out to our WIN editor, man, just rocking the graphic and everything.
Looks great.
Thanks, Melanie, for coming on in from HCI. She's putting on her civic hat, and she's a poll worker down there at the Winnebago Fire Department. Yep.
Yes. I was going to make mention, I think someone had mentioned it in last week's episode, but if you're like curious, you don't know who's all running, like as she was saying, I don't really know the correct word verbiage we're supposed to use either. I would like to be more knowledgeable in politics as well, just because the one that I want to make mention of is the Indian Child Welfare Act.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yes, but I know, and then we did have a guest, Trisha. She was going to join us to be able to just share more about that. But anyways, last week there was a mention of ballotpedia.org. Yeah, but you can look up in Nebraska who's on the ballot.
Okay. All right. That's good information there. So we appreciate everybody that's going to be casting their vote. The polls are open till 8. I know some people are, well, I'm at work. I'm so busy. We're busy up here and stuff. But after work, if you have time, stop in there. It'll probably take you less than 30 minutes to cast your vote. And it's a very important vote as well, nationally. So I like what she said. Mm-hmm. We at the Big Voice Radio make your voice count. Make your big voice count by casting your vote. Oh, dang, boy.
Yes.
We're going to have to get some T-shirts and stuff, you know what I mean? But
that's our next slogan.
Yeah, for sure. Bagel Bits.
Okay, last month there was a hand drum making by Ho-Chunk Renaissance that Garan actually participated in.
Yeah, we
it'd
got
be
some
cool
pictures.
if we got to show it off, but that'll be one of them, kind of recapping that. Last week on Friday, I went to a deer cleaning demo by Little Priest. Very informational and very hands-on.
So
Yeah.
I made a poster one time. I was working for Nebraska Indian Community College, and the guy Jim Hellum, nice guy and everything and stuff, but he was making mention when you take down a buffalo. You know what I mean? And so I just put, okay, yeah, they're gonna do like a educational, kind of teach you how to. And they did it with respect, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They went and talked to the buffalo, and sure enough, you know what I mean? I don't know if you ever witnessed that, but there's certain things that the buffalo do themselves, you know, to kind of pass on the next life and stuff, you know? So when you say deer cleaning, it was actually harvesting a deer.
Yeah.
So, you know, butchering it and cutting the fur off and everything. So it's not like you guys went and washed a deer, right? I mean, with soap and water?
No, I just... boom, shot it, got it. Nah, I don't know.
Yeah,
it's
and
so
that's
funny.
That's who we are. You know, there's hunters, and even I remember my dad used to hunt, go out, and man, there's nothing like the deer jerky. I'm telling you. You know what I mean? It's been a while. It's been years since I had that, but you know, there's a lot of good hunters, and even the Winnebago land is known for their deer. Mm-hmm. We have people come from South Louisiana. They camp down there at the Wildlife and Parks area down at the Big Bear Park, and they love hunting our deer and stuff. Myself, the last time I got a deer is when I hit it with a car. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, it's expensive, but I didn't harvest it or anything like that. Anyways, keep going.
But yeah, that was very informational, so I'll include some info about that. We got a lot of moccasin making classes today and the rest of the week, so I'm going to try to make it to all three. One by Ho-Chunk Renaissance, Higher Ed, and Little Priest. So,
wow, because Rock Your Mocks is coming up.
The 15th, November 15th. So
right on.
Got to be prepared for that. And also the community shred event that's happening today behind Woodland Trails till 1:30. So if you got excess paper or you just want to get rid of some personal documents.
Yeah, we had Melanie's twin sister, come up talk about it last week. Yeah, and she did an excellent job. And yeah, I'm glad you reminded people and our viewers about that.
Yeah. So we'll have. I'll be back.
Back to the story about that deer that I took out. Okay. So I just cruising down the road. It was by Homer, and I was jamming out and everything, and then you just see a blur, and then boom. But my car nowadays, I remember taking out a deer south of Homer, right there, because there's that cornfield, and sometimes they run. And my mom, she hit the deer in the truck, and poor guy, you know what I mean, didn't make it and stuff, but there was it like exploded, and we got out, we checked the truck, and back in those days, you know, in the 90s, the 80s and stuff, it did minimal damage to the truck. But when I hit the deer here a couple years ago, it was like $10,000, and it's all plastic. And the deer got up and like walked away. Yeah, I'm like, he looked at me like I was in his way or something. Yeah, I was like, what the heck, man? You know what I mean? And then I'm stuck with this $10,000 bill. You know what I mean? It's just So good thing you have insurance and stuff. But I don't know if you guys ever took out a deer. Continue to safe drive.
I want to add in there. So since we're talking about deer, I only told my mom and my brothers about it, but I was on my way down from, I live in the city. I was coming down to my mom's, and I was on that stretch right there by Homer. And, you know, when you're going through Homer and you're getting ready to accelerate, go fast again, get on the stretch. I was leaving Homer, coming towards Winnebago. You know, and I was just like, I had both my hands on the wheel, but it just happened so fast. And, you know, you both know that I don't have the best vision, but I just seen like 8 deers go by, and I was like, holy crap.
Wow.
Almost slipped. But yeah, anyways, that happened real fast. And then in that same moment, I'm going this way, there's a car coming this way, and I was trying to flash them. It just happened so fast, and I had my boys with me. So like, you know, it was just kind of a scary moment. Yeah. And I was just like, we kept going though, because I was already going 65, and like, we missed them, and we just kept going. But I looked in my rear view, and then that car that was going the opposite direction of me hit one of them deer.
Man.
So then I was on my way home later. This was on Sunday.
Yeah.
And then I seen that car parked over there by Pronto. Just felt bad, you know, just because I seen the whole thing happen. I was like, holy, that was almost us. So you just gotta be careful, because they're out now.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm glad that Little Priest they're having all kind of things. They use the bow. Now they had the deer cleaning or the deer harvest or whatnot, and then they also have some other events coming up, right? Pottery or something.
Yes, they do.
I'm excited. I'm gonna sign up.
We got some arts and crafts. I'm gonna get them displayed real quick. So we have arts and crafts on November 9th, and that'll be at the LPTC Extension Classroom from 4:30 to 6:30.
That's at the farmers market, if anybody doesn't know.
Oh, okay. Yep, that's that building right over there by that, as Tyler said. And then we have the clay and pottery class. So that one's on the November 16th, session 1. You'll sculpt a clay pot, and then the 22nd of November will be the second session where you'll paint the clay pot. So that'll be in the same classroom, 4:30 to 6:30. So I want to give a shout out to Project Launch, Winnebago Two Spirit, Little Priest Tribal College Extension, Angel Decorum Museum, the Winnebago Youth Crisis Intervention Center, and the Winnebago Public Health Department.
Man,
a lot of hands
awesome
on that one.
Hey, do we have, Tyler, can you see, do we have a guest that was going to talk about moccasin making with us? Can you see if they're here? Okay. They might be around the corner and stuff, but ARL, hey, here's the thing, listeners, don't tell anybody and stuff, but I had to host ARL. Bethany's back, so appreciate, and I tried my best, okay? And I have to apologize to the listeners because I butchered your show, all right? Don't tell anybody, but I butchered your show, okay? Good. And I was nervous. I had some music queued up, and it's a lot, you know what I mean? And so we did have some shout-outs. We started out with Temptation. We came out banging, man. So it was really cool. Then we went to Marvin Gaye, and we started out good. But I was texting everybody, and I was like, man, I'm going to be on ARL. Can you come up and help me and stuff? So Quince and Eugene, they came up and helped me out. And we went off on a tirade about sports. I mean, like, we probably went on for about a good 10 minutes and stuff. So bad thing is the listeners are like, yeah, geez, hurry up. You know what I mean? But the good thing is, I told them, I was like, man, you guys are, sports, you're talking about all this and that and stuff. Let's have a Winnebago talk show about sports, and give our perspective. Because you see like ESPN and all that stuff, we can have Res ESPN, you know what I mean? And what those people mean to, like Kyrie Irving. I don't know what's going on with him, but I know that he's part of the Standing Rock tribe. What do they call him? Little Big Mountain or something like that? That's his Indian name. He was saging off the arenas and stuff. But let's talk about that. You know what I mean? Like what's going on and with the whole thing? They're starting to blacklist him.
Yeah.
He could be the next Colin Kaepernick. You know what I mean? From NBA and stuff. So coming soon. Yes. We're going to have a sports radio show. Not only that, but I've been talking, we have Friday Night Hot Mix. DJ Blue has been kind of sidelined. He had a little injury there and stuff. So, but we played
he'll be back.
Yeah, he'll be back. Bigger and better than ever and stuff like that. And I've been talking to some other people like Brian Chamberlain. I know he has a passion for music. I was like, Brian, man, would you be willing to come up and do a radio show and stuff? So we need to connect.
Yes.
And also Felicia, Masquat, Les and Silas, you know what I mean? I was like, hey, why don't you guys have a radio show? We got plenty of time, Tuesdays and Thursdays is when we're on the air and stuff. The rest of the time, we kind of put it over to the play of powwow music and stuff, you know what I mean? Everybody enjoys that. The round dances, oh man, I love turning on my radio and the round dance music is going, man. It's like, wow, this is really cool. So a lot of stuff coming up on the horizon. Stay with us and stuff, make sure for that.
Yes.
All right, we'd like to invite our next guest to come on down. Come on over here, ladies. All right. Tyler, we're going to see you at The Answer Is. Want to send a shout out to those that are comment if you have any questions about polling or anything like that. Hey, our WIN editor, Jerome, I need to get a hold of you, Jerome. We have some questions about the annual holiday lighting contest. We would like you to come on to our show and explain that. But he said, hey, Winnebago Celebrities, proud of you guys. Shout out to Jerome. It's good to see you.
Yeah,
glad you're on.
Jerome.
Yeah, and I know that he messages us and stuff sometimes. We try to get to him, but thank you, Jerome, for all the news updates and anything that you can do. Jordana posted, update to arts and crafts. Point of contact is Jamie Moore, and there's a number there. So thank you, Jordana, for tuning in, and they also have an email there. So for those that are listening, it's Jamie.Moore@WinnebagoTribe.com, and that's the arts and crafts point of contact for those who are listening on our radio station over the airwaves. Ladies, welcome to Winnebago Talks, and thank you for being here. Go ahead and give us your introduction.
All right, I can start.
Yeah.
I've been on here before with the Angel Decor Museum.
Good to see you again.
Yeah.
Yes.
So my name's Jordan Blackfish. I'm the new project launch community coordinator. So I am actually just starting today, and today's my first day. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Awesome. Yeah,
All right.
I have my mask on. Sorry, because I have some asthma issues going on. So I'm good over here. But I was with Gigi, so she asked me to come on, kind of help with some of these events that are coming up.
Okay.
So
real quick, what is Project Launch?
So Project Launch, like what I'm going to be doing is working with our 0 to 3rd grades on nutrition, mental health, and like kind of what I feel like I'm going to be doing kind of the same things that I was doing at the Angel Decor Museum.
Oh, cool.
But I'll be working with early childhood. Yeah. So when I went to school at Little Priest Tribal College and I graduated in 2021, I graduated with my early childhood degree. So this job I was able to actually plug in and use my degree for.
There you go.
Yeah,
nice.
I don't know if you want to add any more to
that. And then give us your introduction for our listeners.
Well, good morning. My name is Julissa Horn. I am the cultural coordinator at Project Launch. I will be teaching the language and the cultural and the educare, and then our Lutherans, the preschool.
Okay.
Pastor Ricky's preschool.
Yep.
Our focus is 0 to 8 right now, and then I'll be teaching like the cultural part, the language, and kind of like we're kind of doing everything like infant to adult. We have all kinds of activities that we have coming up. You guys just shared the Moxon. So there was a miscommunication there. Ho Chunk Renaissance was having was hosting a Moxon class Monday and Tuesday.
Your mom's the instructor, right?
Yep. Maria Scott.
And I seen where it said full. Classes are full, right? So that's good.
Ho Chunk Renaissance is full. So that class was supposed to start last night, but I want to say the flyer had said tonight, so we didn't have that many show up last night. So, and then that class has been moved, so the class will start tonight for Ho Chunk Renaissance, and then they're collaborating with higher education. Higher education, the students that sign up with higher education needs to have their parents' permission slip signed, and then but that Moxon class has moved out to Ho Chunk Renaissance.
Okay.
And so they'll be
Ho Chunk Renaissance or Ho Chunk Center?
The Ho Chunk Center.
Yep.
Okay.
So it kind of started off with just one, and then higher ed was doing there, but now they're combining, and it will be.
Now it makes sense and stuff. Yeah. Okay.
So it will be.
There's a youth version and there's an adult version, right?
Yep. Correct.
Perfect.
Yep.
And we're just gonna bring them together this evening.
There you go.
And and then Project Launch will be there helping too with Gigi, me, Brooke, and then Patrice will also be there, on her app on the higher ed, and then Maria. So there will be a lot of instructors there, and then you have your youth and your adults together. So I think that's gonna be really cool turnout. I'm excited to come out tonight.
For sure. And then what other events he has coming up? Project Launch.
So we don't know if you were informed. So next week is our Pride Week, our Native Pride Week. So with that, we have like a lot of different things going on. So for Monday, we'll have our that will be a virtual bling your beads. Bling your beads.
Oh,
bling your beads. So
okay.
You'll wear all your beaded bling on Monday, and then we just ask that you post them and share it with us. Susie Snyder will be starting a class out to Land of Wellness upstairs. It's just the arts and craft. It's a little bit of everything. It's not just Native American arts and crafts. It can be like, I don't know, whatever kind of activities, origami, painting, whatever you want to.
Very cool.
Your children want to do. Tuesday, we have. I'm not sure what Tuesday is.
Oh, Tuesday's Rock Your Mocks. So it's really through that whole week. I know nationally, like from the 14th to the 18th, but last year how we did it was there was a flyer put out for the 15th for Rock Your Mocks Day. And then I know they talked about taking pictures down at the tribal office, but I believe that's just going to be the same thing. You know, take your pictures and there'll be a hashtag. You can update it, or if you just want to rock your mocks that day, you don't need to put it on Facebook or anything either. But so Bling Your Beads will be on Monday, and I know that there's going to be flyers put out too for participation for the schools. So for like Winnebago Public School, St. Augustine's, Educare, to get involved. And then Wednesday is going to be Rock Your Wajays. And last year,
real quick here, Jordana produced a flyer, all these events and stuff. Do you have that?
Yep.
Bethany, can we, while you're talking about this, we want to show a visual that we just got here, because we were like, wow, there's this things coming out of left field, right field, you know what I mean? And we want to make sure you folks have an opportunity. So let's bring that calendar up, and let me try to reiterate what's taking place. So today, is there anything happening, Bethany, on Tuesday?
So it's looking like today we have the Ho Chunk moccasin making, as Jordan and Gigi were mentioning, and that one says the class is full.
Yep, for Ho Chunk Renaissance.
Okay.
But you can still get a hold of Patrice to sign up for moccasin making for those classes, because I believe that was first come, first serve. So I would get a hold of her. Real quick though, I wanted to kind of mention last year for Native American Heritage Month, the Angel Decor Museum collaborated with Ho Chunk Renaissance, and Liz Bear, she was the one who kind of got all the calendar stuffs rolling. So a lot of this is like what was going on last year. But so I know Liz Bear, she had a big part in like helping like create some of the events that are continuing this year. And so this year, Ho Chunk Renaissance, Project Launch, LPTC Extension, LPTC Ed Community, the Angel Decor Museum, and the alcohol program all have been getting together and like helping coordinate some of the events that are going to be happening, and that way they're still happening this year, so that we weren't like planning and booking stuff at the same time and taking like, you know, putting like having an event at the center and two events are going on at the same time. so that we were all collaborating and making sure that we weren't like overbooking on each other, and that, you know, like a lot of the dates and things were confirmed. So a lot of that is the different programs getting it together and putting those out, and then also being able to help each other out too. You know, a lot of these, like with the Ho Chunk moccasins, we all have like the same mission, the same ideas, and then we want to do these things. And so now we're working together and helping do that. I mean, we'll have like 5 instructors there tonight helping with that, and I think that's pretty awesome. So with that Pride Week, that last year it was Rock Your Wajay Dress Day on the 16th, and then the 17th was Rock Your Ribbon Shirt. Last year, Jordana took pictures at the center. You could come down and take a professional photo in your Wajay dress that day or in your ribbon shirt that day. She'll be doing that again this year. And so that will be another thing that continues on to this year. So that will be the 16th and the 17th. And then the 18th will be the Human Services is going to be putting on their community feed. They do it every single year. I know they'll be probably talking about a little bit more of the details in that.
Was that in the calendar, the 18th?
But that will be on the 18th.
We invited Masku. He's going to come on next week to talk about that.
Yeah.
And can you bring that calendar back up? Let's see here. I want to make sure that...
it should be coming up. So the 18th, the community feed, starting
at
noon.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And they'll be able to give you guys more details on that, but that will be like the ending of that week.
It says Ho Chunk Games on the 21st on Monday.
Yep.
Oh, man. Who's going to be on my team? What games we got?
I believe with Ho Chunk Renaissance, they wanted to do, what is that? Pinaga. And,
yes.
Yeah.
Sunshine Bear. You heard that? You heard?
You ready to lose?
Let's go.
Oh, and Ho Chunk Bingo, too, is going to be happening, too, on, what day is that on that calendar?
Let's see. Bingo, the 15th.
Yeah, that will be going on the 15th. That will be Ho Chunk Renaissance and
6
Project Launch.
6 to 8 p.m.
Okay,
yep.
we'll
and
make
that'll
sure.
be at the auditorium at the LPTC.
Right on. Cool. Well, thanks, guys, for coming on in and clearing up that confusion about the whole moccasin thing. We had a whole bunch of flyers come in, and we were like, wait, and then we were like, hold up.
Of them.
Yeah, and then Patrice was like, wait, we gotta, change the location and stuff, which is good.
Yeah.
The more, the better.
Yeah,
and,
I think so too.
We're leading up to Rock Your Mocks, which is gonna happen. And Gigi, kind of like when you do the moccasins, I know that we have a dance troupe called Mini Moccasins because every tribe has their own style of moccasins. You go for the Hopi tribe, they have their kind of mutlucks, things like that up in the north. The Sioux, they have like beaded moccasins, takes like a month. For the people that are going to be making moccasins, what kind of style are they going to be making?
So they'll be making the Ho Chunk styled moccasins, men and women, and actually there's a difference there. So women, they have a longer flap on their moccasin, but the men can wear those mocks.
Okay.
But a woman cannot wear the men's mock.
Oh, I got you.
So,
yep.
They're a little bit different. The men's flap is a little shorter.
Yeah.
But that class is it's pretty good class.
Yeah.
It's there's a story behind it and everything. So
once you gain that knowledge of how to make a moccasins, you'll always have it.
Yeah.
And I just kind of want to go off topic here and stuff, but you heard about the Yeezys? My kids are trying to buy Yeezys and stuff, and they're like $200 and stuff, and they dropped them or whatever and stuff. So like far as the moccasins nowadays and stuff, let's bring that back, man. I mean, we can charge
moccasins are $200.
Yeah, for
just
sure.
plain
That's
by
what
themselves.
I'm saying, man.
They're $200. But you want them beaded, then the price goes up. But
man,
yeah, and so we also have a plains moccasin class.
LPTC with Eleanor Brassfield. I believe I don't know if she put out a flyer yet for that, but that will be coming up soon. So be on the lookout for that. As soon as she posts those flyers, usually I try to get those off to Jordana or, I really like what Jordana did with the calendar like that. It makes it so much easier because I know there's a lot of confusion when there's multiple flyers out there, and so we're trying to make sure that they all are have the same information and whatnot.
Right,
so be on the lookout for that because that will be happening. Teresa St. Cyr will be the instructor for that class.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
And these classes fill up fast. So
shout out to my mom.
Yeah.
And then on the calendar, I noticed on Saturday, we also had an event planned for this Saturday. So coming in to talk to us, go ahead and give us your introduction here and go ahead and throw those headphones on and let us know who you are. Appreciate you coming in. And before you guys leave, we'll talk with him and then we'll kind of go from there. But Gordon, give us your introduction.
Gordon Rave, the commander of the Winnebago Veterans Association, commander of the American Legion.
Awesome. And you are also the Winnebago Veterans Service Officer.
Yes.
And that's a new position. What you about a year maybe ago?
Yeah, about a year now.
And you help out. So what does the Veterans Service Officer do?
I I work real close to the VA out of Lincoln and Omaha. And a veteran could come in, let's say he has ringing in the ear. That's most common for any veteran.
Mm-hmm.
They come see me, I can fill out the paperwork, and then we can get them to a doctor to get their ears checked.
Yeah.
And then once they are determined that they have hearing loss, and then they can get compensation for it.
Nice.
And that goes with any veteran. I mean, we have veterans with knee problems,
right,
back problems, and we can help them get compensation for it.
Okay. So, and I know a lot of veterans, they suffer from like post-traumatic stress disorder, get that diagnosis. So physically as well as mentally, you can get them help, right? Okay.
Yeah. And we've been helping a lot of veterans on the suicide part. If they have problems, we can help them with that.
Okay.
And, PTSD it's a kind of a new name for the younger soldiers. The older soldiers, we didn't have a name for it. So we're there to help them.
Yeah.
And once we can talk to them and find out if they need help or stuff, and then we can get them to the right hospital.
Okay. And you guys have an event that was just announced. This is kind of breaking news here.
Yeah.
And if you can bring that flyer up there for the Little Priest, or not Little Priest, excuse me, the
Veterans Powwow?
Yeah, Veterans Powwow that's going to be taking place. And go ahead and read that, Bethany.
So we'll be having the Winnebago Veterans Day honoring powwow on Saturday, November 12th at the Black Hawk Community Center gym. The dinner will be at noon at 12 o'clock. So then that is sponsored by the American Legion Post 363. Lemire Green Curl Rice Women's Auxiliary.
Yes.
In the powwow grand entry to follow the dinner. So the host drum will be New Breed. The headman dancer is Tom Snowball. The head woman dancer is Belle Blackbird. The master of ceremonies will be Silas Cleveland and Matt Cleveland Jr. And the arena director will be Pete Snowball. And the donations are being accepted. Make your checks and or money orders payable for the Winnebago Veterans Association. For more information, you can contact Gordon Rave at 833-221-3050.
Awesome. Anything you want to add to that?
No, that's pretty well. We'll just encourage everybody to show up and enjoy the dancing and talking to the veterans that will be there. And it is for all my comrades as veterans. So we're just honored to have a celebration for Veterans Day for them.
Yeah, good for putting that. I know that in the last couple of years, the pandemic has hindered some of these celebrations. We were known at one time the Veterans Powwow celebration was really big. I remember going down there and our family drum used to be a host drum for it and singing those family songs, those veteran songs, Little Priest songs, everything that was sung during that. Really appreciate that. Donations be accepted for what do you guys as far as like what's appropriate to donate? I mean, just money.
Anything.
On behalf of your relative, usually. Yeah. Okay.
So it don't have to be money really. It can be anything really.
Okay.
And we usually distribute it to other people too. So
yeah, a little coffee money or whatnot and stuff. Good. All right. So well, thanks for coming in, Gordon.
Yeah.
And so event. Get your moccasins ready tonight. Right?
Yep.
And then come dance on Saturday.
Yep.
And then the next week is Ho Chunk Pride Week, or is that Native Pride Week? Is that what it's called?
I think they were saying, I think the committee was talking about calling it Ho Chunk Pride Week.
Yeah, so there's going to be Rock Your Mocks next week. There's going to be other things.
Bling your beads.
Bling your beads. Okay, so, all right. And then hashtag Bling Your Beads or something like that. And because you guys want to see the beadwork, right?
Yep. Yeah. And I believe that what Jordana is making, I believe that there's an event page that you can upload that up to, but I'm not sure, so I'll have to confirm that. But it's the 13th, project launch, the Angel Decor Museum, and a couple other programs. We'll be working with Winnebago Public School with the girls basketball team and the boys basketball team to have ribbon shirts and ribbon skirts for game days. Yeah, I almost forgot about that. So that's all set up and already kind of going to be happening on the 13th. So there should be a flyer going out to the players and their families.
All right.
So I just want to add that we are trying to, because you guys mentioned the powwow, we are trying to do all these activities with the youth, like the moccasins, and we want to do like how to sew applique, hand stitch, you know, because that's a old, we need to bring that back. And so our goal is to have, if the children, if our youth can attend these classes throughout the year all the way up to powwow, hopefully have majority of their regalia ready.
There you go.
For bagel powwow.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you for your hard work. Congratulations on the new position.
Yeah, thank you.
I know we're going to miss you at Angel Decoro, but you guys are going to be still working and collaborating together.
Yep.
So you guys are good to go. And Gigi, glad that you can join us. You guys are going to have to come back and keep us updated because there's a lot of events that you guys are going to be planning, and we want to make sure our listeners and everybody has a hand in that. Gordon, thank you for, I know that you had some travel last week. Can you mind telling the listeners and the viewers about that?
We went to Madison, Wisconsin to bring our flags in for a flag ceremony after their law school.
Oh, wow.
Boy Lad was the kind of like master of ceremony, I guess. And, there was a lot of other veterans that were there. Victoria Kitchen and Rona Steeler was there.
Good.
And it was nice to see our council people show up for an event. And we learned a lot. There was 5 veterans. Carl Baker was there. Tony Snake, Taylor Bass, and James Neff and I. We learned a lot over there. We really didn't know that the college was built on Ho-Chunk land. So that was something that they teach that in their classes over there.
Yeah.
About the Ho-Chunk people that the state would push them out and they would come back and push them out and come back. So finally the Ho-Chunks just stayed there. They couldn't remove them. So
yep.
So that's where our other half of our Ho-Chunk relatives are. So
yeah, I was talking to Quince last week and stuff, and it's first of the month, and he's the landlord over there, and still to this day, you know, some of those guys don't want to move. But yeah, well, thanks for attending that, and your office is at the Veterans Building, correct?
Yes, at the Power Grounds.
All right, and your number's located on the flyer if you need to get a hold of them. Yeah. I think we had one person inquiring about if you guys are going to have any like vendors or arts and crafts this weekend and stuff. So
no, we're not. It's just a celebration for our veterans.
Okay.
We didn't put it out to have vendors or anything.
Okay.
The arena's kind of small, so
yeah.
And it'd be too clustered of people there, so we just figured we'd just leave it out.
Awesome. Well, Gordon, thanks for coming in.
Yep.
I'm glad that you're doing all that. On behalf of everybody at the Big Voice Radio and stuff, we want to send our appreciation to all the servicemen and women, especially as Friday is November 11th, and they recognize Veterans Day on November 11th and stuff. And talking to some of the other veterans, especially the elderly, Jack Lemire, Randy Decoro, and stuff, you know, I know that during that day, you guys kind of have like a circuit. You guys go around and get your free meals and stuff like that. So that's good. Yeah. You know, relax, take the day, you know that we honor you up here at the Big Voice as well as the tribe. And thank you for...
Yeah, that was Jim Snow's favorite thing was would go out and hit for breakfast and then lunch and suppers. And
there you go.
I would always see him once in a while, but it was kind of like a tradition.
Yeah, that's good.
And we're having something at the school on the 10th, I think.
Okay.
Said.
All right. Thursday.
The school's going to honor the veterans. So.
Oh, good.
So we'll be over there too.
Definitely. All righty. Well, thanks, ladies. Yep. Gordon, thank you for your service and everything. And we'll go on to the next subject here. So we'll let you guys get back to work and Appreciate you guys. Come on anytime.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
ARL, what do we got?
ARL. So we have, let me grab my list.
And you're going to be here for it, right?
Yes.
So I don't want to scare you away, any of the listeners or anything. I had a good time. I did. It was good.
You guys shared a lot of good stuff, and I feel like just having that personal effect with it of sharing like stories that are, you know, closer to home.
Yeah.
I think it's good. It adds a good element. But for this week, it sounds like last week, Lord, the song Royals won.
Right.
So that'll be coming in this week. And then we also had, I'll have the graphic up immediately after we finish up with Winnebago Talks. But we have Good Morning by Kanye West. I honestly think that might have been on the top 5 before. Then we have the New Breed Singers for the Army, Navy, Marine Corps, and Air Force song. It's about a 16-minute song for Veterans Day in honor of our veterans. And then we have Try a Little Tenderness by Otis Redding. Nice. And let's see here. We have Shine by Bad Boys.
Ooh, I always like that. Whatever that guy does.
Yeah.
That's a good one, too. All right. So, and we need their votes, right?
Yes.
So we have 4,774 friends on the Big Voice on their Facebook page.
Moving on it.
Yeah, we got to make sure that 4,744 people vote.
Yes.
All right.
So you heard it here first. After the episode, give me like 10 minutes, then you can start voting.
Okay. All righty. That is very good. So we like to welcome in our next guest here. And you are who?
I'm Sunshine from the Angel Decor Museum.
Thanks, Sunshine, for being here today. And you guys are busy as well.
Yes, we're busy. November's always a busy month with Native American Heritage Month. And like Jordan was saying, you know, we've been working on this calendar. Everybody's collaborating, which I love to see. You know, it's better than reinventing the wheel. You know, other departments kind of doing their one thing, but other departments are also doing the same. It's important to get us all working together, and I think we reach more people when we do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's good. That's good. I like the suggestion. I like the advice as well, and because everybody's going to benefit if we do that.
Yeah,
you know,
and our kids will see that. You know, our kids will see, hey, they all work together, you know, and let whatever go, and they're all working together. So that's super important to me that everyone collaborates.
I'm gonna ask a question here, Sunshine, and this is off topic. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna put you. I'm going to put you on the spot here.
Oh God, I don't know what the question is. That's not fair.
This is history. So, and I want our listeners and our viewers on Facebook to chime in here. Okay, last week there was like a segment, and I seen all this memes and everything. And the reporter, who was non-native, actually she was an anchor.
Okay? ABC News.
ABC News.
Yeah.
And she called the people in Hollywood indigenous creatures. Have you heard about that?
I did hear about that. I was kind of late to the game. I haven't been really on Facebook much.
Okay. Bethany, did you see that?
I seen a little clip of it.
Yeah, a little clip is what I seen, and I also seen one of my friends post, you know, that she probably meant to say creators.
Creators?
Yeah, indigenous creators. I would hate to be her right now.
Here's the thing. I butcher names all the time, you know, and I probably make so many mistakes in my MC duties and just even here on the radio station and everything. I'm sure they didn't mean to put indigenous creatures and stuff, but I was like, okay, guys, you know what I mean? Like, I hope that never, we're knocking on wood, that never happens to me where I become mean.
Don't say never.
Well, yeah, but I never hope that something like that. But I know it was a mistake. I know they didn't, the writers and the people that were doing the teleprompt didn't call us creatures on purpose.
And it seemed like she second guessed what she said.
Yeah.
On the clip, although I didn't watch the entire segment. But, you know, I don't really care either.
The thing here is that everybody was fired up about it. Storm NBC or ABC or whatever it was and stuff, you know, let's go and take over the White House and everything, you know. So I was like, wow, this is a little mistake, you know what I mean? Demand an apology and everything, which is good.
But it's on a huge platform to be making a mistake.
It is.
And then what were we last year? Something else?
Yes.
What we were, Nativia or something like that. I don't know what
something
it was.
Else.
It was called. It was something else.
Something else.
It was literally something else.
So I know that. Okay, that was just a mistake, and I'll apologize for mistake and try to own up to them. You know what I mean? I think there's one time I was emceeing and the singer came up to me and say, "Hey, I forgot a song. This was way I was taught. I pay for my mistakes and everything." Yes. But I know everybody's taking off with it, having fun with it and everything, and people are like, "Wow, that is, amazing that she said called us creatures and stuff." Of course, we're not creatures, but anyways, I just thought I'd bring that up and see what the listeners had, if they had any thoughts or any kind of how that affected them and stuff.
Well,
like
that. I think historically we've always been called not literally something else until last year or the year before, whenever that was, but it goes all the way back to the merciless Indian savages and that type of thing. So I think that's also the beauty of our people, is that we can make a joke out of anything.
Yes. I was going to say that, like the humor is the best medicine.
Yeah, and the memes that I've seen, some of them are kind of funny.
Yeah. The one I just want to add in there, the one that I resonated with so much was that I always felt like a little I always felt like a creature or an indigenous creature. I just didn't say anything.
Real cute.
I know.
But I mean, I think that it is offensive. It's offensive that I think what's offensive is that we are still not seen as human beings, just like everybody else. So I get where they're coming from. I also get that it was probably a huge mistake on a huge platform. So, did she apologize?
We're storming the White House, and we're storming NBC.
All the aunties, I see. Did you see that one meme? All the aunties heading to ABC.
Okay, so you're here, and you have some events coming up.
So we have some events coming up. So, of course, the tribe will be closed on Friday.
Yep.
And me and Ben were talking about the history of Veterans Day before I came up here. Veterans Day started after World War I on the 11th month of the 11th day of the 11th hour.
Wow.
And we had, our Ho-Chunk warriors in there as well. And he said he thought that there was also a father and son that might have passed in the same battle in World War I. That would be something I would have to look into. I had a veteran stop up today. He brought some stuff by, some newspaper clippings, Carl Baker, and he was talking about his trip. He really enjoyed it. He enjoyed learning about the history, that they shared up at Madison. And I really like that. We need to be more connected up, with our relatives up north. So I was telling him about our canoe trip this past summer, and hopefully, we can all get a bigger group up there. It's just, something I can't explain, the feeling and the connection that you get being home,
The pictures is just beautiful. I mean, the lake and it was good, nice weather, it looked like, and everything.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice and sunny. I think we were all sunburnt for like a month after that.
And you felt at home, right?
I always feel at home when I go up there, and our relatives up there always make me feel at home as well.
Yeah.
So I always enjoy it when I go up there, and it's always what do you call it? Like brings me down.
Yeah.
Down to it humbles me to be able to be in this position and be able to try to work on those relationships as well.
That's good. One of the things we always ask is, why do you love your job? And you just answered my question that I was going to ask you and stuff. But I think that last year we helped you out with the streaming and then you read all the names.
Yes. So I think we're going to be running that again. Okay. I haven't talked to Jordana to add some names as well. So I think we planning on playing that again?
Yeah. We'll probably play it Thursday or Friday and just kind of over the radio station. Yeah. We weren't really up last year at this time. We were doing some beta testing and whatnot. But we should get their, just to say their names and everything.
And honor them and our families. Our families love hearing their veterans' names, on there. And it always brings, I come from a lot of my degas and chokas and stuff were military men. So, you know, I just really appreciate their service. And, you know, racially, we're the highest per capita to join, you know, the military branches. Right. You know, although our population is low, you know, we just are warriors. You know, it's in our blood to go out and fight. So,
yeah. Well, I appreciate you coming up here, Sunshine. Anything else today?
So we have, we'll be helping with the moccasins this week. And we also will be having our virtual walk run. It's our second one. So our second annual, we can finally say. Cool. So I'm working with Christina and Jordan on getting that form out so everybody can just fill it out online. Then it comes to me. And then next week, starting on the 14th, you either post your picture, you know, if you did your 5K or your mile fun walk or whatever, you know, and either tag the museum or just bring up, you know, your app or something and show us and come pick up your shirt. And we'll have a lot of shirts for the kids this year. Good. Thanks to Brooke Decora. Yep. Her program is helping us get a lot of kids shirts. So we're hoping to get a lot of kids out there. And the artwork that's on it is Angel Decora's artwork. We always pick a certain artwork for all of our shirts. So nice. So yeah, you guys will have to come get one. Yes. Walk your mile. Okay. Don't just get a shirt this year, Garan. You have to walk a mile.
No, I did. I made sure. Long sleeve shirts. And I still have it and stuff. Yeah, for sure. So get those shirts.
I'm trying to think of what else was there.
Ho Chunk Games. Are you there?
Yeah.
Are you? All right, man. I need a partner.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, right. Let's partner up. Let's win. Let's take it.
We might as well win, right?
It's going to be cool because you guys have been talking about that for a minute.
Yeah.
Once you learn it, it's full.
We're like old people just talk about the glory days.
We do, huh? During the pandemic, it was, it came in a lot of good. You know what I mean? If you go back to the pandemic, I mean, we were shut down. You know, we were just going nuts in our 4, wall rooms and stuff. Yeah. And you had to learn some of that stuff, and we did that, right? Yes. I mean, that was a good time. Anyways.
I just want to make mention, I just peeked over, and I seen that Savannah had submitted a comment here on the feed for the Facebook Live, and she has some indigenous creature hooded sweatshirts.
So there you go.
She got the link in there.
Oh, nice.
Oh, so we got.
So do we get a free one?
Yeah.
Savannah.
This weather report brought to you by. She didn't.
In my hoodie, I did.
I'm trying to think of what else. No. I feel like there was something else I was gonna discuss. I'll probably remember when I leave.
Yeah, I know. I called you yesterday and stuff just to check in, make sure we're good to go. But anyways, yeah. So.
Oh, we'll have those videos playing too. The interview that you sent me yesterday, we're good to go on that. And so, yeah, for Friday.
All right. See how our results do on our Ho Chunk Games Monday night.
Yeah.
Okay, are you ready? Sunshine, you're going to have to help me again. You're going to have to be the referee.
Okay.
For the answer is, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm rejuvenated.
Are you?
Was it a tie last week?
It was. Remember, I was like, come on, help me out and stuff. And I was watching a boxing last night.
When I said yes, Sunshine, it was the question that you asked the man. I can't remember off the top of my head, but that's why I commented that it was a good question. The tiebreaker, yeah.
Okay, let me see if
it was a good question. I just can't remember it.
What was it? How to say candy in Ho Chunk?
Yeah.
Yeah. Donnie Ju Kitty Kitty.
Mm-hmm. My nickname. No, I'm just
Okay. All right.
Oh, my heart rate increased. Haven't heard that beating.
Okay, so that is getting these. Hold up. All right, I'll make sure I got this. Real quick, we're gonna do a call sign. Let's see.
The Big Voice, KWTN, 100.9 FM, Allen, Nebraska, the official radio station of the Winnebago tribe.
Okay, we're required to do that right at the top of the hour, so that's why we did that.
Who made that?
DJ Blue.
Really?
He helped us get that. He didn't make it. I don't know who the guy is and stuff, but we have to do station identification. Yeah. So okay, if you get it right, I'm giving you one of those. You know what I'm saying?
Real quick before we start, we do have a few call signs. Remember, we did some with like Corey and me and a few other people.
FCC requires us to do a call sign, so they know who they're tuned into. You know. Yes. Sure. Okay, so hopefully you get a lot of these today.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We're gonna find out. So we are gonna get started. Here we go. Question number 1. You were here last year. Okay. All right. Yeah, she's closing down here, so she can't cheat. The Houston Astros, we discussed this, are your 2022 Major League Baseball champions. Congratulations to the Houston Astros. Who did they win against? Who did they play in the World Series?
I'm going to say... the Red Sox.
The Red Sox? Final answer?
Yeah.
Okay. Question number 2. November 15th is Rock Your Mocks Day, right? Mm-hmm. Isn't that right, Sunshine? Rock Your Mocks?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, November 15th. It is also known as National Philanthropy. Did I say that right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a tough word. Day. November 15th is National Philanthropy Day. What does a philanthropist do?
A philanthropist does... I probably didn't pronounce it right. They're... It's a good one. Where did you find that one at? Nah, I'm trying to change the subject. I'm going to say they are the ones that they study history.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next question. Number 3. Now listen to this. According to Farmsville Herald, turkey is the number 1 item consumed at Thanksgiving dinners. What is the number 2 item consumed at Thanksgiving dinners that's coming up later this month?
Green bean casserole.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Okay, did you write that down?
What was the first one?
She said Red Sox.
Oh, no, I mean like the first food.
Turkey? Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. According to, I mean, not in our family and stuff like that, but according to the World, Farmsville World.
Oh, okay.
Herald. Okay. Anyways, quick question number 4.
My Choka Shorty, he used to make some real delicious turkey.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Was it fried?
No, I don't know. I don't know.
You ever see those on the thing, man?
Those look frightening.
Yeah, man. They put it in and it just explodes. You know what I mean? Because the water and grease.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to get that explosion and stuff. That's scary stuff. Anyways, be safe out there when you guys do your turkey. Question number 4. Here we go. Facebook changed its name to Meta. Did you know that? Don't call it Facebook anymore. Call it Meta. I guess there will be a lot of metaverse items coming out. Jordana and Christina, they went out there and talked about metaverse coming. Savannah was out there too. So, the word meta is Greek for what? What does meta mean in Greek?
I'm going to say it's like... multiple worlds or something.
Multiple worlds.
Yeah.
In the Greek language, multiple worlds. All right. In a world. I always wanted to be that guy. In a world. You know. Okay. Final answer?
Yeah.
Multiple worlds.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Here's another Thanksgiving. Today's theme. Last week was...
What'd you say, Bethany?
Multiple worlds.
Multiple worlds. Question number 5. Thanksgiving holiday. Let's talk about it, okay? We all know it was the Pilgrims, right? I mean, you know that, Bethany, right?
Yep.
But here's the question. Which tribe helped with the first Thanksgiving? I'm going to give you multiple choice on this one, okay? So is it A, the Meshantucket Pequot tribe? Is it B, the Wampanoag Nation? Is it C, Cherokee Nation? Or is it D, Seminole Nation? So the Pilgrims, we all know it's Pilgrims and stuff, but in the history books, they said it was with the Indians. But what tribe was it? Because we all know there's...
Say them one more time.
Okay, is it the Pequot tribe? The Meshantucket Pequot tribe, that's A. B, the Wampanoag Nation. C, Cherokee Nation. Or D, the Seminole Nation.
You know what? Last semester I took Native American history, so I should know this. I think it was the Wampanoag.
Wampanoag?
Yeah.
B? So you're going to go with B?
I'm going to go with B.
B?
Yeah.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we have it. You locked in your answers, and we're going to see how she has done. We're going to go get none other than... How'd you do? Sunshine.
I don't know. I think I would have totally picked mashed potatoes.
Really?
Yeah.
The second number?
Yeah.
Audience, what did you guys choose on that one?
I had to Google the meta thing.
The meta?
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, what did you say?
Yeah, yeah. Attention. Well, Tyler's going to come up. So, audience, how did you guys do? I see Maria said feta. I'm not sure what feta is. Okay.
I'm laughing at the way you said it. Feta.
Just trying to get it to our comments and our listeners and stuff. For those that are listening, those that are online, this is the answer is. And she did pretty good. She did pretty good. So make sure you get you some mic capabilities here, Tyler. Sunshine said she was, they're hard, right? Are they, what do you think? They're easy?
A little difficult, I think.
A little difficult today.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Okay.
You ready to break the tie?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Okay, here we go. The Houston Astros are the 2022 World Major League Baseball champions. They won the World Series. Okay. They won it. Who did they play against?
The World Series. Wasn't the Red Sox. What did she say that?
Yeah.
The New York Yankees.
They played against the New York Yankees?
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
She's disappointed. No.
Was it the Oilers or something?
The Oilers? I think that's hockey.
Name.
Oh, is it?
We talked about this last week here.
I know.
Tyler, you don't remember?
I'm not good with sports. I'm not.
It was, help me out, audience. We were getting some like power outages and stuff like that. I don't know. Anyways, but
it's raining really bad.
Who is it, audience? It is the Phillies. Philadelphia Phillies.
We did talk about it.
Yes. Okay. Question number 2. November 15th is Rocky Mocs Day. On that day, nationally, it is Philanthropy Day.
Oh.
What does a philanthropist do?
I think it's where they gather funds for a certain organization. Okay. I learned this from House Bunny.
From what?
You never seen House Bunny?
House Money?
House Bunny.
House Bunny? No, I never had. What is House Bunny?
That girl, she lives in the Playboy Mansion, and she's too old or something. She gets kicked out, and she goes to a college, and she's a sorority person.
Oh,
it's real funny. It's just
goofy. Wow. Okay, House Bunny. Cool.
But Cindy from Scary Movie.
Yeah.
Oh.
She plays dumb real good.
Okay, so tell me again. Give me your final answer.
Okay, a philanthropist is a person who gathers funds for an organization. Like, it's like fundraising, you know.
So it's a fundraiser?
Yeah, basically.
Okay. All right. Sunshine, do you know what a philanthropist does?
How did I get involved in this? Isn't it like a like a totally goodwill person? Like they.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the answer that I looked up. The desire to promote the welfare of others, expressed especially by the generous donation of money to good causes.
Yeah. I got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
What do you think, audience? What do you guys think?
Nah.
We're accepting that one?
I don't know.
What was her answer?
Raises money or something.
Like a fundraiser?
Yeah, a fundraising person, like somebody to get, like, you know, just funds for an organization type of thing.
Okay, so a philanthropist, if you're considered a philanthropist, you have a lot of money and you give it to a good cause. Bill Gates, you know what I mean? He donated to schools or whatever, you know.
I think his wife is a philanthropist. I wouldn't say Bill Gates is.
Okay, well, his ex-wife. Didn't they get divorced or something like that? So
giving the funds out.
Bill Gates is ready. He's single and ready to mingle. You know what
Don't call me.
Gee, don't call me. Audience, the more votes on that one. Did Tyler get that one right?
Jamie said yeah.
Jamie said yeah.
Thanks, Jamie.
Yeah, that's acceptable. Okay, I'll take it. So she is. All right, she's on the board.
I hope Tyler agrees with me for this next one.
Okay, here you go. According to Farmsville Herald, Turkey is the number 1 item consumed at Thanksgiving dinners. What is the number 2 item consumed at Thanksgiving dinners, which is going to happen at the end?
This one's hard because it's really like, I'm probably going to pick my favorite.
I picked my favorite.
Can I hear hers even if it's right or wrong? Like, I don't. I don't want to say ham because I don't like ham. That's like, ew. Okay. I'm going to say mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes? Wow, you guys are on the same page.
Yeah. Dang it. I don't know. It's hard.
Which one are you going to go with? Green bay casserole or mashed potatoes?
Both great. I love them both equally.
What do you think?
I'm going to go with mashed potatoes.
Final answer?
Yeah. I'll lock that in.
You are...
What is it?
It's dressing / stuffing.
Oh, wow.
Jamie just Nobody likes that. Stuffing.
Stuffing. I don't like stuffing.
It's just
I like my mom's stuffing.
I, what do you think?
My dad taught me how to make stuffing.
Yeah, do you like it?
Mine.
Yeah.
It's homemade.
Can you believe that's the number 2? Mashed potatoes is right there. I mean, you got to have mashed potatoes with the turkey, right?
Yeah, because otherwise it's dry. And
that's Okay, question number 4.
That's very telling.
I know.
Facebook. You ready for question number 4? All right. Facebook is changed its name to Meta. I guess there's going to be a lot of metaverse stuff coming out. Here's the thing on the metaverse. They say that, like, you know how we have our virtual meetings? Well, in the future, you put your goggles on and then you can go like down to the finance office, or you can be in like a tribal council meeting and like look around and you pan to the left, you pan to the right. I guess that's the new wave of, so you could just be at home and you'll have a virtual like suit and tie on, but you could be just sitting in your underwear or whatever, you know what I mean? So that's coming. That's what they said. So
hopefully next week.
Bethany, where are you at? My hologram's on the way.
Right. You know, it's going to be kind of interesting. Here's the question. The word meta is Greek. What does it mean? What does meta mean in Greek?
I don't know why I'm like thinking like multi or something.
Okay.
Metaphysics. I don't know. This music's throwing me off.
You got the drop.
Man, nobody gets a hint or an answer from the viewers since we tied?
No, since you guys tied.
Man, it's all me.
What does meta mean? You can't call Facebook anymore. Hey, did you check your meta today?
The Met Gala, you know.
There's the Met Gala.
I would say like where it's a group.
A group?
Like you know, like not like maybe like a social event or like where people go to meet.
Okay. Like a meeting?
Yeah.
Like Facebook. It's kind of weird. If you think about it, you break down Facebook, you know what I mean? It's just like, but if you say it like that, you know, Facebook, you know what I mean? But you know, like, anyways.
Rough.
The word, okay, so here we go. Beyond.
What?
Beyond. So it does make sense.
That's a good guess.
Yeah. So Facebook.
What did you say?
Multiple worlds.
So did you check on your Beyond book today? Did you log into Beyond today? You know, it's
Beyond, above, something like that.
It's too much.
Interesting.
Made my brain hurt.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Here we go. Thanksgiving kind of topic of today. Thanksgiving holiday. Let's talk about it. We all know it was the Pilgrims. You know what I mean? You were ingrained with that and everything like that. But who helped out on that very first Thanksgiving with the Pilgrims? Do you know? Right off the bat, do you know?
I thought it was Native Americans.
Yeah, but tribe.
Oh.
I got. You want to hear the 4 tribes that?
Yeah.
It's one of these 4 tribes.
Okay.
Is it the Mashantucket Pequot tribe? That's A. B is the Wampanoag Nation. C is the Cherokee Nation. Or D, was it the Seminole Nation? Which one helped out?
I'm going to go with B because I think I heard that before. I'm not too sure.
B is the Wampanoag Nation. Final answer?
Yeah, because aren't they like more like on that side? East Coast side.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to say that.
Who was it that's good at geography? Is it you?
It's her, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know which
and you said...
I said the same thing.
you guys said that because you guys are correct. That is cool. That I mean, like, that is an interesting question though, because we all heard about the Pilgrims and stuff, but every tribe has its own thing. You know what I mean? Like, but I seen I seen that they regret it 400 years later. There was a news story that came out, and they regret helping out that first year and stuff because after that it went south. You know what I mean?
And they're just now trying to find their way back to being recognized and whatnot.
Crazy. So with the score of 2-1, is that right?
Is it 2?
She had the philanthropy. With the
so it's not a tie. Yeah, so because Jamie said that passed.
Okay.
So 2-1. So Tyler won.
Dang. So Bethany, do you have anything to say to Tyler today?
Celebrate my birthday, and I'll be back to win next
week. Good job, ladies. Good
Another
job.
year wiser.
And you get one of those there, Tyler. Congratulations.
I've been waiting.
You get bragging rights the rest of the week. You know what I mean? So.
I got a big head right now.
Hey, birthday. What are we doing? What are we doing for a birthday here? We got birthday girl. You know what I mean?
What's your birthday today?
On Saturday.
Oh,
they're throwing a powwow and
wow.
a hand game, a pool tournament. I'm just kidding. But don't forget, on my birthday, I'm sharing my birthday with everybody. But there's going to be the Veterans Powwow on Saturday. There's going to be a pool tournament on Saturday for Jeffrey Thomas Sr.
Oh, where's that at?
I have the flyer. I'll have to get that. I can reach out to Joanne or one of them, and I'll ask them if it's okay to post. But it is on the big screen.
Oh yeah, we'll post it. More players, the better.
Yeah, I'm gonna say. But anyways, that's on Saturday as well. And then there's a hand game for Trinity Redhorn at the.
And she's active. Ho-Chunk Center.
She's enlisted for another 4 years. She's my niece, actually.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try to attend that and go see. I haven't got to see her yet. So.
What time is that?
I believe it starts. Put me on the spot. I don't have all these times memorized, but get that posted.
Can we post it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because they're both on the big screen, so I think they'd be okay with it.
And I think, is she Navy? I think she's active Navy.
United States Navy.
Cool. Awesome. Cool. Yeah, for sure. So shout outs.
Shout out to you guys. You guys did awesome last week, and yeah.
All right. So shout out to us. Tyler, you got any shout outs or any reminders or anything?
Well, today is the deadline for the Winnebago Indian News. So if you have anything to include, you can email me at tyler.snake@Winnebago Tribe, or if you want to be on the mailing list or just join the contributors list in general, you could email me.
All right.
Shout out to Ryan. He's probably watching.
Yeah, he hasn't helped with the trivia in a while, man.
Busy.
I know they are busy and stuff. Sunshine.
Shout out to our vets, all the way back, all of our warriors.
Yeah, for sure.
Saturday goes well. I have good feelings about it, and I'll probably check in on Gordon, see if he needs any help.
Awesome. Well, thanks for doing that. Yes, and that is a good point that we dedicate this week, Friday. The Winnebago Tribe will be closed in honor of Veterans Day, so make sure that you thank a veteran, and you just never know what they're going through and everything, so we always want to make sure we honor them and whatnot. We're also going to be working on something for ARL.
Yes.
We're going to try to get some singers in here to do some live singing if that's possible, but
to honor the veterans as well.
Yeah, if we don't, then we'll replay last year's taping and stuff, you know what I mean? So that's what the plan is. So tune in on Thursday.
Yep, Thursday at 11 a.m. And then here after we finish up with this episode, I'll get our top 5 graphic out. And then I just laughed because Jamie said, sorry, Bethany. But the graphic for the top 5 will be out. So please go vote. We got some good ones this week.
Oh, yes. But actual voting is happening today. So get out and vote. For,
right.
I know it's not for president, but it's for, seats in office, that affect us. Their decisions that they make affect, everything.
Get out the native vote.
So I know that they're voting at the fire hall downtown.
Yep.
So I don't know how long, probably till around 8, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Yeah.
So get down there and vote. It's important, our ancestors fought for our right to vote, and it's important for us to get out there and enjoy that right when they couldn't. So.
For sure.
Yeah.
So true.
I just want to send a shout out, Indigenous. I went and seen them at the Marquee in Sioux City.
I was going to go to that. How was it?
It was good. It was loud. His son's playing with him now.
Oh, is
he? And his son's 22 or 23 years old, and he's on the guitar. And it's been a while since I've seen them and stuff. So that was shout out to them. They have some hits. My dad was featured on their hit album, Things We Do. He plays their harmonica and stuff, you know what I mean? So it was good to see him, kind of catch up a little bit with them.
I seen the guy sleeping in the corner.
Yeah. He was right by the speaker too, and I was like, how can you sleep right through that? You know what I mean? But he was knocked out. Anyways, and then shout out to my son. Here's the thing. I went down and Titans. I'm a huge Titans fan. So we went down to the game, and it was a night game. You know what I mean? We bought the tickets a long time ago. We just kind of looked at the schedule. So when the schedule came out like last March or whatever, and they're like, hey, is Titans playing around anywhere soon and stuff, you know, and they were playing against the Chiefs. So that was back in, March or April when they released the schedule. We bought them then. And come along, it was at 7 o'clock at night on Sunday. Primetime game. It went into overtime. And here's the thing. Like, to get through that traffic, to do all this, and then I had a council meeting on Monday. I had to get back, and the council meeting was at 9 a.m. So we didn't get to stay for overtime. I was like, man, by the time we get home, it's gonna be like 5 o'clock in the morning, you know, because it's a 4-hour trip and stuff. So, anyways, I tried to get us. I got us on the other side. I got us to Missouri Valley, and I couldn't do it. It was too dangerous. You know what I mean? So my son, who has his learner's permit, you know, jumped in and he saved the day, got us home safely and stuff like that. So I just want to send a shout out to him. Yeah, it was I made the council meeting. We got home safe, and unfortunately, the Titans didn't win. But we'll probably see them again in the playoffs. That's when it counts, right?
Playoffs.
Yeah, for sure. So
I don't know nothing about sports. I was like, yeah.
So brush up on your NFL, because that might be a trivia. Anyways, you guys, thank you for joining us. There's a lot of events happening. Stay tuned to the Facebook page and whatnot. On behalf of KWTN 100.9, The Big Voice, and Allen, Nebraska, the official radio station of the Winnebago Tribe, thank you guys for joining us here today, and have a good rest of your day.